You dustbin, you ugly face. Some sort of all this illegal stuff we do. It was like this guy you guys were talking about. I was like, oh, he's my cousin. TV था वहाँ पे जहाँ पे तुम लोग बैठा था वहाँ पे we can go check. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Amisha and I haven't posted in a while. Like it's been so long. Like I posted last when I started college and I have already completed my first year of college and I'm back home. So I was thinking of posting some story time videos of our school memories, like me and my friends, and I'll be speaking in parts about the different things, like different acts we got caught. So let's get into it. So okay, the first one is like I yelled at the most strict teacher of the school at our time. Okay, so sir's name we can consider X, and our class teacher's name, let us say Y. Okay, so me and my friends, like we used to pass cheats, right? Since we cannot talk, and like we used to pass cheats to each other. Like we used to keep our rough copies. This was probably in class 8, jitna I remember. So my friend, okay, I'm gonna let's name them, like me, my friend's name, like I'll just tell the original name, like Baishali, Shreya. Yeah, I guess we three were only there. So like we were passing cheats and talking to each other during a period. I don't remember which period it was, and we didn't know that ma'am had someone appointed in the class who used to give the information going on class. She was the secret basically the secret pet, teacher's pet, and like we don't know who it was. So yeah, so we were passing cheats to each other. We were talking about this guy has a crush on me, we are gonna meet, and and everything, the name of the guy was written and all. And Vaishali was like, yeah, I don't know, like why are you with him and all. And then Shreya was like, you can try better. And I wrote like, no, he's my best friend, I wanna meet, like he comes to my home and we once played with each other. I mean the games, of course. Like we used to play this game, like वो जो गेम नहीं था रमाया बस्तावया में, वो stone वाला. So I was just telling them, and these were all like we were writing and talking to each other during a period. So next day our class teacher comes up, and that most strict teacher, and they're like मैंने फंसी थी, ठीक है, मेरा नाम नहीं लगाया था, जो भी था I guess, जो तो उन लोग दोनों फंसे थे, like Vaishali and Shreya. And so they were asked to come, and they were like, why were you guys doing this, that? And like they were like, I'm sorry. And itne harami the un log dono, like my Amisha also did. I'm like, excuse me, why is she not called? So I was like, fine. I went, and the sir, which is X, he was like, who is this guy? I was like, what guy are you talking about? I was a full badass at school, okay? Like I was like, basically I was a student who used to get good marks. Academically I was doing great, and I had this full attitude, and I was like, nobody can even do anything to me. And even my parents were very supportive. They were like, because our school was very, so they used to ask us to write application, like sorry application, like as if writing on a cheat and talking to each other was like the biggest crime we did. So he was like, who is this guy? I was like, which guy? So he was like, this guy you guys were talking about. I was like, oh, he's my cousin. So he was like, the surname doesn't match. I was like, sir, don't you know about extended family? So he was like, you need to write. I was like, excuse me, I'm not gonna lie. You call my parent, you call my mom, you do whatever you want, I'm not gonna do it. So after that happened, so next day all this happened, and like we three were like, other students of our class like, oh my god, this tree again. दे बस फंसती रहती है ये वो. उसका बाद I guess we had our exams, okay, and I had this pouch and like उस pouch में एक बैज होता था जो बेवकूफ़ में शॉपिंग करने से फ्री में नहीं मिलते थे ऐसे कुछ बैजेस. सो आई गॉट वन बैज एंड उस बैज में ऐसा था, मतलब ऐसा ऑप्शन था लाइक चाय कॉफ़ी वोडका ऐसे, एंड लाइक चाय में टिक था एंड दैट बैज आई यूज्ड टू लाइक पुट लाइक दैट बैज वो मेरा पाउच में लगा हुआ था, पिन था ना. सो देन I was already pissed at that teacher X, okay, because I came late and मेरा वो साइन नहीं था, मेरा क्या बोलते हैं टेस्ट पेपर, because basically यूनिट टेस्ट में we were supposed to make our own paper like फाड़ के स्टेपल करके, क्योंकि हम लोग का स्कूल बहुत गरीब थे, उन लोग प्रोवाइड नहीं करते थे. they only used to provide paper during annual or half yearly examinations. So we were asked to take the signature before, but I guess I was absent or something and I didn't take the sign. And on that exam date itself I went to sir and I was like, sir, please sign it, I have my exams and all. So basically he was like, no I won't, and he asked me, he did. And then during my exam that was a maths paper, I remember it very clearly. So I was doing my sums and all, he came close to me and बहाना चाहिए ना कि कुछ ऐसे डांट निकाले, and I never used to give him any options. Like how can he like shout at me for my academics because I was doing great, बाकी कुछ है नहीं बोलने को. So it was like he took my pouch in the middle of my exams, like 10 का 10 minute था and I didn't react much. So after I finished my exam I came, okay, and it was his period unfortunately. So I was like screaming at the top of my voice to our class topper. I was like, bro, who takes a pouch in the middle of the exam in case I needed it or something? And he was like, Amisha, you stand up. I was like, okay. I stood up and he's like, what is this rubbish that you have stick to your pouch? I was like, excuse me sir, what do you mean? And he's like, I know people of your age do all this, they drink and stuff. I was like, excuse me, I don't drink, but why to put it in this pouch? You were coming to school. So I was like, sir, excuse me, okay, first of all see the option and chai mein theek hai, okay, and it is none of your business whatever I put, and it's not like I'm demoralizing or something, and it's not like drinking is a bad thing unless you're addicted or something. And so he started shouting and I was like, stop, like shouted. And like, what do you want to do? What do you expect me to do now? You want me to say sorry? I won't. You want me to write that sorry application? I won't. Do whatever you want, I'll keep this. What are you gonna do? And he never gave me that badge. I never got that badge back. Basically, chori kar liya फिर से. So that was it. This was in class 8. Okay, so the second incident was like we were taken to the auditorium because some guests were coming and they like not guests, like one person was coming and he was like supposed to teach us something, some values or something. So we were asked to go to the auditorium in the same school, boarding batch itself. So we were seated in the upper row, like upar. Okay, so me and my friends, we were sitting and we were so bored, like 1 घंटा बीत चुका था and वो आदमी आया नहीं है. So and we were asked to take our notebooks, so वो तो हम लोग लेके गए थे. उसका बाद one of my friends, she came up with this brilliant idea. This was in class 7. Okay, she's like नीचे seniors बैठे हैं, शीट में कुछ उल्टा फुल्टा लिख के फेंकते हैं. We were like, yeah, sure dude, like memories बनेंगी भाई, करते हैं. And like we wrote जो दो शीट में like you dustbin, you ugly face, some sort of all this illegal stuff we wrote. And I was like, you stink, you look so you know your fashion sense is zero, all bal. Like basically we wrote joto. एंड देन ऐसे करके हम लोग फेंक रहे थे, ठीक है. एंड देन नीचे में ऐसे देख रहे एंड लाइक I didn't do it. And then पता नहीं किसी को शक हुआ हम लोग का ऊपर. हाँ. And then they came to us and like, you guys are throwing this up, right? I was like, what do you mean? What are we throwing? Like, excuse me. And our group was like, you know, the famous marriage group, the famous group. I'm like, we didn't do any such things. And the girl who came up with the idea, she was like, what do you want? My name? Take my name. And we're like, no, don't do it. Like, they are seniors after all. They might come to our class. So after that, they came to our class also, and they were like giving us this धमकी and like, you know, CCTV था वहाँ पे जहाँ पे तुम लोग बैठा था, वहाँ पे we can go check. हाँ स्कूल तो तुम लोग ही चलाते हो. Like, in my mind I was thinking that, and I was like, okay fine, you write my name. My name is Amisha. I'm also gonna see what are you guys gonna do. I was that type of student, like didn't fear any senior, didn't fear any teacher, didn't fear any classmate. Like, what's the most you guys can do? And then we gave our names and कुछ नहीं हुआ. बस हम लोग को कौन बुलाया? Just कोई बुलाया and बस एक teacher बुलाया. It's like, was it you guys? And we were like, no ma'am, we were not. And she was like, be honest, if it was you guys, I might save you. And I was like, no ma'am, it was not us. And then those seniors couldn't even do any, like, कुछ भी नहीं कर पाए. Yeah, कुछ भी नहीं कर पाए. Also, okay, this is the most terrifying one. Like, this is so traumatizing for me. So back then I used to have a boyfriend from a different school in this same place only, from our hometown. So I was so excited. Our school used to organize this kabaddi tournament, okay. So I was so happy, and I always used to be in the dance group, like since childhood. So I was so excited. I told my friends that, you know, my boyfriend's also coming. But last में वो आया भी नहीं है, उसका cancel हो गया था because उसका कोई अलग tournament था कहीं और पे, तो वो आया भी नहीं. But some bitch, someone, they told the teachers, like हम लोग ट्यूशन करते थे स्कूल के टीचर्स से, बताते कि अमीशा सेट कि उसका ऐसा कुछ आ रहा है. एंड यू नो व्हाट, मेरे को सारे प्रोग्राम से हटा दिया गया. Imagine the girl who used to dance in every function, be it small functions in school, she was not taken in any fucking dance groups. It was so traumatizing for me. Not just dance group, not in even any mentoring jobs. And I was like so heartbroken and like, sir, why are you not choosing me? And then I was in this you know, सुबह जो prayer होती थी, तो एक group of students, they used to, you know, like initiate, right? जो न्यूज़ बोलते थे, जो थॉट ऑफ द डे बोलते थे, तो उसमें भी मैं थी. उसमें से भी मेरे को हटा दिया. Like, I'm good in studies. I come in proper uniform. I maintain the discipline of the class or whatever. I do my homeworks in time. I submit my work, and you guys are interfering in my personal life and removing me from everything. And mind you, I was also the scholar. Okay, yeah, and like our school had this criteria that they used to give the scholar batch who used to get 90% above from class, and I was a 5-time scholar as well, and they treated me like shit, like I'm some garbage at school. So I was so traumatized of this school and everything. And I was like 11, 12 में तो मैं यहाँ लेने वाली